Let's say it's connected. Am I cutting or am I bulking? I don't know. That fucking Denny's was delicious, though. You know it. I like that you don't know it. This guy was eating gravy. Like 2 crepes. Guess how much for 2 meals? How much is yours? 68 bucks for 2 meals. Jesus Christ. Alright, so what are we gonna be doing? Well, maybe talk about cutting or bulking. One of the best things in life, especially bulking, and then one of the worst things in life, cutting. But which one really helps, or what's better? That all depends on you. If you want to lose the weight and get shredded, do cutting. If you want to get big and fat, do bulking. You know? Well, there's 2 different kinds of bulking. There's that dirty bulk, and there's that regular bulk. What do you want to do? What do you think is better? Obviously the clean bulk, because you will get not as fat as the dirty bulk. But the dirty bulk is better because you can eat as much as you want, you know? Especially with Thanksgiving coming up right now. Ooh, all that turkey. All that great. Can I stuff your turkey? Don't fall, sorry. I try to stuff off that freaky stuff, you know? One time out. Alright, but what we could do now is find out the pros, benefits, and overall what's better, right?
Bro, I got this mixtape. You trying to give it a listen?
Yeah, let me see. The fuck? Yeah.
Alright, so bulking involves eating in a calorie surplus to gain muscle, while cutting is the opposite, calorie deficit to lose fat. I'm sure all of you know that, right? What are the benefits of each one? For bulking, increased muscle mass and strength, but also leads to a lot of fat gain and sluggishness, as in being slow. And then for cutting, fat loss and muscle definition, but reduced energy and potential risk of losing muscle mass. But that's only if you do it the wrong way. If you do it right, I'm sure you'll maintain all that muscle. And so we're doing right here for bulking, increased muscle mass, higher calorie intake, improve resistance, training performance, result in faster workout recovery due to higher calories, and bone density. What if they don't want to? Alright. And then for cutting, reduces body fat and increases muscle definition, improves muscle mass, and reveals the hard work that you did, obviously, you know. Improves athletic performance. You know, basically, you're not as sluggish as the bulking. You're a lot faster. More health benefits because of fat loss, you know. Especially if you're overweight, and can improve exercise recovery after the bulking phase. So cutting basically after the bulking, you can improve a lot better than bulking because losing the fat, you're not obese. But what are the drawbacks? For bulking, leads to fat gain with muscle gain, can cause sluggishness and digestive discomfort, decreased aerobic endurance, potential negative effects on blood and insulin values. There you go. Might lead to skin stretching if gain is too rapid. I'm sure you guys know what stretch marks are, right? You guys can have it here. I have some like right here under my bicep. Everybody can get them if you know, like that. And then for cutting, can cause reduced energy levels and potential mood changes because you're cutting. You know, it's gonna be stress on your body or in your mind too because you're cutting and trying to lose weight a lot. Increased hunger and cravings, same thing, because you're eating less, you're gonna be more hungry and go feral on that peanut butter. Risk of muscle loss if not done properly. See, like I said earlier, if you're not doing it right, then you'll lose the muscle, you know. Strength may drop during this phase and potential disordered eating habits. So if you do it the wrong way where it goes to a much more worse case, you probably get an eating disorder, you know. And then other cases too with muscle loss, you know, all that. Worst case scenario, you just become skinny and body dysmorphia. Okay, so for bulking, I'm going to show you the more interesting part. How much protein do you guys think you need for bulking? To be honest, not a lot, surprisingly. It says right here to maintain or bulk 0.7 to 1 gram per body weight, which is basically surprisingly not a lot. You can basically do that eating averagely, you know, which is because you're eating higher calories, you don't really need as much protein as, like, let's say, cutting or maintaining. Sorry, that ass. And another way could be like, so let's say I'm like 190, right? Which I am. You would have to be basically around that kind of like protein, like 180 to like 190, you know, type of like protein. And it says right there, per day though, that's the hard part. Per day, as they're trying to get that kind of protein and calorie every day. That's the hard part. Now for cutting, it's even harder. Why? Because for cutting, it recommends 0.8 or 1.2 grams per body weight. So basically, a lot more protein. So like an example right here could be like a 180 pounder would aim for 144 to 216 grams of protein. It really depends on you, on how fast you want it, and how more defined you want like the results to come out for. But other than that, that's pretty much the hard part of trying to eat and everything. The best thing scenario is to split your protein intake. So let's say you want to get 140, maybe do 2 meals, you know, with each one having 70 grams, or split that even cheaper, you know, but you're going to eat a lot more. All right, so results. I'm sure you guys want to know how fast or how slow. For bulking, I'm guessing this is probably more like a clean bulk right here. For 3 to 6 months, with the effective cycle lasting longer with significant mass, you know. I'm pretty sure that's with the clean bulk. It is gonna take longer, especially because you're trying your hardest to get all the protein and eat right, especially with fruits and veggies. Now for cutting, this one kind of surprised me too. 8 to 12 weeks, so basically about 2 months. So max 2-4 months, right, to see results, which kind of shocked me too, because was my results, you know. But it really depends on you, how fast you want it, how, you know, and how hard you train. You know, some people could probably see closer to a month. Some people can even see it more in like, and some people could probably take longer than that. It really just depends on how consistent you are and how much of a like straight focused mind that you have. Just think of it like with bodybuilders. Sure, they do steroids, but I mean, steroids isn't gonna make you do that just from using it, right? You have to work out too to get that kind of result. And like there's a bunch of different people, like think about like Kevin Leone, and then let's say like Jay Cutler, you know. Kevin Leone had a faster progress with it than probably Jay Cutler, you know. And you even saw it like when he got skinny and he started using it again. He was very fast with it. His body was able to get that type of muscle mass really quick compared to like someone else. It just depends on you and your body. Oh. All right, another thing, one more thing, supplements. Those can help you in the long run, especially if you're trying to maintain or anything like that. One of the easiest, creatine, one of the easiest things you can do and get. Oh shit, sticky. Now this is my personal favorite. This is one that I use a lot. I could fucking get it first of all. Hold on. Is it this one? No, it's not. Where the fuck is it? Ah! Alright, this is my favorite. Animal packs. This shit has so much stuff in it that I can't even read correctly. I will say this does help me with a lot of stuff. It's helped me pretty good. I mean, all the benefits are right here. This has a lot more benefits than it does risks. I will say this could probably help you if you're trying to cut or bulk or any of that, because it just has a lot of ingredients and vitamins, supplements that can help you. Those are one of the two. Obviously, like protein, you know, that's for convenience if you really need it. But if you don't need it, just eat food. You know, food's the best way to get the protein and everything. You know, water, drink lots of water. Your body needs it. Your body's made up of water. It's not all protein. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Just. All right. So, another factor is your body. Not everybody has the same body. Not everybody can lose as much weight as another person. no fat people can gain the same weight or lose the same weight, especially because it depends on everything: your metabolism, how you grew up, what you eat, and just all out that. Skinny people, some of them can't even gain that much weight because of the metabolism. Or genetics too. Genetics plays a big factor in everything. Especially like if your parents are like not very fit, chances are you're not gonna be very fit either. If your parents were fit, big chances you are gonna be fit too. It all depends on genetics, how you grew up, and how you basically just like live from day to day, you know. But all that, I'm sure in conclusion, basically 2 thumbs up, up the ra to basically bunch everything together. If you want to lose weight, it's just basic stuff. Calorie deficit, lose weight, try and work hard as you can. Because everybody else works out in different paces. Someone else can work not as hard as you, and another can work 10 times harder than you. It really depends on your person, on you alone. So, basically, do your best. That's all you really need. As long as you put in the work, it will come in due time. All roads lead to Rome. Think about it. She's just trying to finish her food, alright? It's a good area because she got garbage cans here. Let's clean this shit up, boy. Look how messy my shit is. Okay, no, that wasn't mine. Okay, that's not mine either. Okay, maybe that one is. I don't know about that.